All right, another session of nothing episode, rather. In case you're new and you're wondering what is this nothing, it's it's a series I created whereby I speak my heart out. No fluff, no marketing, just you know personal things that are in my heart that I share, and I never thought anyone would want to hear it, but to my surprise, there is a there are a series of people who look forward to these videos. So I just share them whenever there is something in my heart, that really gets to me. Anyway, in today's nothing episode, I'm going to share with you a very personal thing. We all have dreams, right? Dreams, ambitions, goals, and there are these moments in our life where you realize, okay, my dream that I'm going for, I'm never going to achieve it. You have to be realistic about it, And I think the most painful one is when you have to give up on a dream. You can still pursue it, but you give up on a dream, And that's very painful. Or the realization you can never achieve that dream. See, when you're small, we all grew up with dreams. Like, I want to be... not the ones that we have when we are children, like, I want to be a movie star, I want to be an astronaut. I'm not talking of those kind of childish fantasies, Rather the ones that mean a lot to us. For example, let's say someone is chasing the gold medal for a particular competition. Let's say Olympic athletes. The ones who get silver always want to get gold once. The people who have never won a championship, their dream is to hold the championship belt once. Just once in their life. And if you give your life to a sport or to a dream or a career and you never achieve what you always wanted, it leaves that feeling in your heart, like like notable names that I can think of is Arnold always defeated these bodybuilders who came in second, like Lou Ferrigno, the guy who was the Hulk. Then obviously I told you gold medal, so Usain Bolt won the gold. Just imagine the guys who raced with him who got silver. Then in my life there have been many of these dreams, but there's one dream, that meant a lot to me. Okay, and that dream was to migrate to the West and get a white passport. I know it'll sound funny to some. In fact, what happened yesterday was, if you notice, yesterday there were no videos because I was really burnt out. Burnt out was bad. I've given this special offer. You can see it on the YouTube community page. So there are quite a number of people who are taking advantage of this offer. Personal branding, one-to-one. I'm giving it at a throwaway price. Just take it, So many people are coming, and I'm juggling both servicing clients and uploading videos. Uploading videos is tough enough. Clients, oh my goodness, it's so taxing because you need to put your heart, your soul, your mind, your creativity, because you genuinely want to do a good job. So I think I pushed myself to the limit for the last few days so badly that yesterday, like these videos, I shot, I think 5 of them, all 5, they're rubbish. It didn't come out well. I was so fucking upset. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Just imagine, I'm speaking for 30 minutes only for me to realize, fuck, I'm rambling, man. What the fuck is this, So, so I knew that I was burnt out and, okay. And then obviously I was upset because of that. So I said, okay, I can't make the video. So I took my baby, we went out. I bought a nice little plaything for my baby. Okay. I spoke to one restaurant Thai person and I said, I'd like to make a video, so we are planning in advance. They said, not now, after New Year. And then I came home. And when I came home, I found out that my stepbrother had come to UAE from Canada. I'll make a separate video what we discussed. I don't want to mix too many things in this video. So what happened was, as I was speaking to my brother, he told me he's going to be a citizen in 2 years' time. Him and his wife and me and my brother, we hardly talk. And we don't have any problem between us, Not like my mother and father, stepfather. And, when he told me that he's getting his citizenship and he's going to settle down there, there are other challenges that he's facing. That's different. That's normal for people who go there new. But overall, he's very happy. Very, very happy. Okay? In fact, when I make the separate video, the part that shocked me is they get paid for not working. Actually get paid. You read this in the news and you think that that's rubbish. My brother, $2,000, just imagine $2,000 per week sitting at home. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? I was like, this is fucking crazy. So, so he sat 2 years at home doing nothing. Him and his wife all are getting paid money. Okay, so that was another thing. Anyway, so he told me he's getting his citizenship passport. And then he can travel anywhere in the world and all that. So, the minute he said that, it just, I don't know, maybe because I was tired and, was exhausted and things are not working out properly for the day, and I guess hearing this triggered another, like feel sad or self-pity mode, you can say. And immediately I thought to myself, shit, this was a dream I had. A dream to be an American citizen or a Canadian citizen, to start a new life. And obviously, it's not that I can't do. If I want, I really can. Honestly, if I really want to, I can. And, when I told one of my VIP clients who I talked to, he said, Loy, you want to come tomorrow? He said, Loy, I have enough and more companies. I can get you here. So I said, no, listen. He's filthy rich, and he anyway wants me to come, but I told him no, I don't want to. Now the funny thing about this guy is, even though he's based in US, multi-millionaire, okay? He has not forfeited his Indian passport. He has kept his Indian passport. I honestly, like, imagine, he has stayed there for, I think, 30 years? And he still has an Indian passport. I'm like, why would you want that? And he told me, like, which I'll make a separate video, totally. I don't want to mix that. He told me, for what, Loy? Why? I have the money. I can travel anywhere in the world. Why the fuck do I need a passport of any particular country? I was like, oh, okay, fine. So he said, you want to come? You seriously? No. Listen, I'm just sharing as a friend. So after the call got over with him, because, he and I have a similar wavelength, I sat alone in my room and I was upset. I was upset that, fuck, that was a dream of mine, an identity and this. Maybe it's low self-esteem. Oh shit, if I was American, But see, it's too late for me because now I'm 44, 45. I mean, if I were to migrate 5 years, by the time I become a Western citizen, it'll be 50. And then obviously when you go there, you have to work odd jobs. You can't do your own business. My brand will, all these years that I created this brand will die. And then staying abroad, let's not fool ourselves. Initially, you need to, work odd jobs and you get small basic income salary. And you have to buy a house, you have to do so many things. So, and on top of that, today I have a wife and I have a kid. I mean, I'm going to uproot their entire lives. What my wife will do, she's Thai. She has nothing to do there. My baby will have a major cultural shock. And then we can't stay together as a family. So honestly speaking, and see, when you go there as an immigrant, people will never accept you. They'll be like, who's this old man? Because even if I feel young, they'll be like, oh, you're 50 years old, retirement age. So I know for a fact it's over, that the dream is over. Even if now today I can pursue it, I will not pursue it. But that I don't know if you can call it regret, but that pain remains. That this was a dream, and I failed, So I was upset, and I did talk about it to people that really matter, just one or two. I shared with them from my heart, and they're very successful. They're like, Loy, listen, I'm serious. You want to come? Tell me now. No, man, come on, don't be crazy. But in some ways, having these disappointments in life, having this pain, having this sadness that you are not able to do something, it's kind of good because it keeps you grounded. And sometimes this pain and all this disappointment, you can transmute it into this raw anger and energy to focus on your other goals. Today my goal is just to make money. I enjoy making money, and I make money doing what I love. I'm lucky that I can do what I love. That's what my personal branding philosophy is. Do what you love and make money. And if you're doing what you don't love, make more money. So, and that's what I've been teaching and training my clients as well. And so for me, it's like a journey, And because this pain is there, that I was not able to achieve this. When you achieve a goal, you're like, finish, I'm done, I'm retired. Like people who have flown to NASA, imagine 30 years or 40 years of your life, your one dream, only one dream, your one purpose was to land on the moon. After you land on the moon, these people feel lost. What do I do now? 40 years of my life, I had this one goal. I achieved it. What do I do now? They feel lost. That's why so many of these successful people, after they achieve their goal, they completely go into depression. They're like, what do I do now? Because even if you tell them to retire, they don't want to retire because they have that fire, I want to do something. And they end up for literally 2 years or 5 years in depression and all that. Some of them even like suicide and kill themselves. Like what happens with these celebrity stars and singers? That high that was there towards that goal, they have achieved it. Now they want another high. So then they go to abusive substances, addictive substances, I didn't want to share this with my wife, but I told her, my Thai wifey. She told, you want to go and this and that. And I explained to her, if we go 5 years, what you'll do, where you'll work, you won't be able to come to Thailand, meet your family, food. Then you'll have to go to work, I'll have to go to work, baby can't stay, baby will have to stay. So overall she was like, I don't want to go, no way. So, if I could say something in this video, it would be that there will be goals in your life you cannot achieve. There will be these disappointments that something that really mattered to you could not get. It could be a person who you love. It could be a rank holder, status in studies, or it can be a career path. It can be whatever, a competition. The thing you have to keep in mind is, it's the thing you have to keep in mind is it's not achieving that goal is great. Okay, let's be realistic. Achieving that goal is great, but sometimes you have to be realistic about life. You have to be practical. You have to ask yourself, okay, I'm chasing this dream. At what cost? Is it worth it? I want you to see this movie, Rush. Chris Hemsworth and that other guy, I can't get his name. It's about that Grand Prix winner, Ariken Seneca or something. I can't get his name. Oh, it's a beautiful movie. You must watch it. Yeah. Fuck. Robert Zemeckis, I think, directed it. The same guy of Forrest Gump. Not too sure, but Rush is fantastic. It's I'll not give you the full story, but it's about these two guys. They are heated rivals, but then an accident happens. One of them, the guy who's at the lead, always winning, he ends up with a massive accident, burnt his face and completely going to die. But he sees this guy winning all the trophies, so he refuses to die, because he can see on the TV this guy is winning, and he comes back to fight. But there is this pivotal race which it's a matter of who wins it. That's it. And clearly he can win this race. But that day the weather is really bad. Now remember, I told you he had an accident, right? Before. So now at this race they have a choice to call it off or choice to race. And he says, listen everyone, I've had an accident. We call this race off. We race for a better day. But then others, it's competition, it's competitive. Others say, listen, just because you're scared doesn't mean we will back out. Because everyone thinks that this guy can't win. That's why he wants conditions where he can win. So they all vote against him. Okay? So the race is on. Now, the question is, what's going to happen next? And, we are so used to seeing success stories that he achieved his goal and all that. That part of the movie. Okay, now if you don't want to know what's going to happen, there's a spoiler, okay? So you stop the video here and check it out after 1 minute. Or check it out after you watch the movie. Okay? I'm going to give the spoiler now. Alright? The movie Rush. Okay, so here's the spoiler. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. On the day of the race, he can actually race, decides to race. They both wish themselves all the best. It's a matter between both of them. And as they go, he realizes he can't see anything. But even this guy, he knows he can't see anything, but he doesn't give a fuck. He is like, I don't care. Even if accident, whatever, do or die, I will achieve this goal. So he's ready to die just to achieve this goal. But this other guy, who was the lead guy, he already nearly died. He lost everything. And he came back. So would he push himself to achieve this race? And to the shock and surprise of everyone, even though he was at the lead, he quits the race. And he says, no, I will not race and risk my life. That guy wins. It was a very anticlimactic moment in the movie, you know. And I was like, what? But then after that scene is over, the director moves to the next scene where this guy is on his private jet and that his competitor, Chris Hemsworth, and this guy is meeting up with him and they're just talking, and he's like, hey man, so he's retired and all that, saying, yeah, this is my life. And the sad thing is, this guy who won, his competitor, later on he dies because he takes one too many risks in life. And this guy, he lives. That's not to say that, oh look, he died. So no, he achieved his legacy, he achieved his dream, but at a price. Well, this other guy decided, no, it's not worth it. He gave up, but his legacy lived on. He lived on to race another day, you know? So I know maybe it'll sound like I'm trying to justify, you know, like the fox and the grapes, just saying, the grapes are sour, just leave it. Maybe I'm justifying my failure. But I can tell you this much. Today it's not worth for me to run behind this goal. It's absolutely not worth the energy, the effort, the sacrifices. Okay, I get a white passport, but then I'm 50. So now what am I going to do? Those 5 years or 7 years that I spent going up and down and struggling, my daughter is going to grow up. Would it be worth it for her? My wife, who can spend time with her family and loved ones, she loses 5 years of her life to be a Canadian citizen or American citizen or whatever. Is it worth it? To be alone? Because when you go abroad, there's no friends and there's nothing, especially when you're old. Forget that. You go back to your own country after living many years there. Nobody wants to know you. Is it worth it? Instead of all that 5 years, I can save money and buy a house, plot of land here. Be here, right? Like my contact used to say, it doesn't matter what passport you have. If you have money, you can go anywhere in the world. Just look at the multi-millionaires and billionaires. Forget millionaires. People who have enough money back in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, they don't give a fuck about the foreign passport. They're happy. So maybe I'm trying to justify, but for me, I can tell you at this point of my life, it's not worth. That goal was worth it when I was in my 20s. Not today. So yeah, man, this is what I wanted to share. The disappointments to know that a goal which I really wanted in life, I had to give up. I guess the smart thing to do right now is focus on what is there in front of me, what I have in hand, than to fantasize what I could have had. That's the reality of life, man. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. You guys take care. Ciao.